Fjellner.
Thank you very much. Very short. It seems like the Commission has opened Pandora's box, according to the question, and one can really ask if you have to fix something that might not be broken. But as I've had time actually getting an in-depth impact assessment from the Commission, I think this is even more valuable. And therefore, I have two questions, maybe. First of it all, I would like to know, when we talk about the semi-automatic weapons that reassemble automatic ones, how many are we speaking about in Europe in total? How many weapons are there? I understood that it's a subjective assessment and that therefore might be hard to analyze that, but a rough number, because if we're going to ban something, it's good to know how many. And secondly, if we are to expropriate these and say that we take them from people, then I assume that we have to compensate people. That's, ownership and stuff. How much is the value of this? How much will it cost if we're going to take this and pay them for expropriating this? So how many are there? How valuable are they? And last but not least, I have really tried to find some statistics on the number of crimes that's been done with legally owned, for example, semi-automatic weapons that reassemble automatic ones. Is there any? Can anybody give me a number on so we know how big the problem is? Because it's very hard to legislate without such fundamental facts, I must say. Thank you.
Le nombre précis d'un...
I don't know the specific number of firearms. We got in contact with various member states, but the data is not available. It's not poor will from member states, but rather it's a result of the bad definition we have in the directive for the scope of application of B7. We need to clarify first and foremost by what we mean by firearms to be prohibited before we can identify them. But right now, there is no scientific data available that we could provide on that. The second question on compensation, of course, it's connected with the first. And we don't know how many firearms are there, and so obviously we can't calculate the potential level of compensation. And the other aspect to be examined before we talk of compensation would be possible transitional measures which could be decided upon by the Council and the European Parliament, which would allow us to avoid probably that issue of compensation.